Hi friends, welcome back to another video. Today I'm setting up my December journal spread. I have a couple of different things here that I plan on using. Recently I found some of these stamps in a charity shop nearby. I saw that one of them has a, is it a stag when it has the antlers? Anyway, I thought that would be kind of appropriate for December. So I've been wanting to use this piece of ephemera for a while now. It's just one of the bits that I found in one of the, it's like an animal encyclopedia kind of book. I just thought that the foresty kind of look was quite nice. So normally when I'm setting up my cover page, I do a calendar on one side and then I do kind of a collage on the other side. Usually on the calendar side I will put my goals and kind of stats and stuff for the month, but I'm doing a bigger calendar this month, so what I'm going to do is kind of blend the collage page with my goals page. So let's get started. Let's move this out of the way. So I'm kind of shocked that it's almost December already. I feel like November has gone quite quickly. It's been a pretty busy month for me. I got a wholesale order that I had to put together, and also I took part in an online market, which was really fun. If you saw my last studio vlog, you'll know what I was talking about. December isn't as busy with like businessy events or anything, but I have lots of videos that I want to make. I'm going to put out this December plan with me. This will be out on Sunday, so it'll be Sunday if you're watching it, or afterwards. But my plan is I'm going to have some reading journal content, and also my setup for my bullet journal setup for 2023. I actually just got my new journals for 2023. I haven't properly opened them yet, but I can give you a look at them through the covers. They are a new brand that I haven't tried yet, but I saw somebody else on Discord that I'm in mention them. So I've got two here. It's a place, one called Ottergami, I think that's how to pronounce it. Hardcover vegan leather A5 notebook, dot grid. But yeah, I mean they look good from what I can see so far, but I'll do a proper unboxing of those in the 2023 journal setup video. That will be coming at some point in December, I think. I haven't figured out the exact date yet, but that's when that will be coming out. And also, what else am I going to do? I was going to do some festive content, maybe like a little mini vlog or something. Usually we don't set up our Christmas decorations until the start of December, but this year we just put them up there a couple of days ago, so our house is looking very festive and I'm so happy about it, because I just find everything just looks so cozy and just so nice and warm and inviting whenever all the Christmas decorations are up. I always feel like it looks really bare then when you take them down, so it's gonna be nice to have them for a little bit longer than usual this year. Okay, so I don't actually have a proper little like block that you would use for these, so I'm just gonna put it onto the lid of my, what do you call it instead, my stumper instead. I also don't have anything other than black or red when it comes to ink, so I would love to have been able to do it in like a brown. I think that would have been much nicer, but this will have to do. Oh, we'll see how this turns out. Maybe I should do a tester of it first. I'm gonna ruin my page. Let's do a test one. I'll test it on this and see what happens. Oh, it looks cute. Do I want to do it on the white or should I cut around the brown? It could be kind of cute up in the corner actually, down here. I think I might actually put it down here in the corner. That would be kind of nice. A little pizzazz. Sorry, I'm just realizing because my tripod is on my desk, it might make the camera shake a little, so I apologize. Oh, fingers crossed this comes out okay. Hey, very cute. Okay, I don't have anything to clean that with yet, so I'm just going to pop that to the side and I can sort it out later. I have some nice washi tapes here too that I got recently. I did an unboxing stationery kind of haul in one of my videos recently, so it's like kind of wintry themed. So you've got like stags and deers and little foliage bits, and I think this sort of like snowy starry kind of look. I think maybe I can use one of these in this. Maybe one of the green. Let's see. Or brown. This one might be nice. Put it along the bottom. That's good. I also have pretty much most of my Christmas shopping and things done. I have some sort of handmade gifts that I'm making this year, and we've already sorted everything for my toddler. So I'm feeling very organized this year. Should I do this one? This one kind of nice. These look really thin washies. Cute. Yeah, I saw Hedda from Mochi Bujo do this type of calendar, and I thought it looked really nice, so I thought I would give it a try and see. It gives me a little bit more space. I'm just going to freehand it. So not exactly perfect, but I kind of like that. I'm going to be missing some of the days here, but because that's near the end of December, that should be fine. I doubt I will have a whole lot to be writing in at that point. Let me move this to make it easier. This week as well, this month as well, I think I've decided I'm going to film setting up the first week of the month as well, instead of just the cover pages. I see a lot of other people doing that, and I always enjoy seeing the weekly setup, so that would be fun to try. See if you like it. I love watching other people's journal setups just to get ideas and see the other creative things people do. Okay, these lines. I have also fully jumped into watching Christmas movies. No shame, I am really enjoying it. I usually stick one on in the morning when I'm up early with my toddler. It's a nice easy thing to put on whenever you don't really have to think a whole lot about it, because I mean, let's be honest, most Christmas movies are very predictable. At least the cheesy ones that I've been watching. I'm saving the more traditional ones for closer to Christmas. So for now I've just been kind of putting on those kind of cheesy Hallmark versions to pass the time. Though I have been making my way through the Harry Potter series. Me and my husband put it on while we were doing the decorating. So though Harry Potter isn't technically a Christmas movie, they always have the Christmases in them, and they always feel quite festive, so yeah, that'll be fun. And I think I will put some washi at the top maybe as well. Do I want to put the month here or here? Maybe do it. I might put the month here, and then I could just use this whole page for my goals. So let me get my stamps. It is currently super cold in my office, so I got this blanket. It's a really nice knit blanket that my mother-in-law made, and it's so thick and heavy and it keeps me really warm. I'm very grateful. Oh look, there's another one. I could have used that one too, but oh well. There's some sort of foliage here too. That could kind of be nice at the side, maybe. Will I do it on the brown? I think I'll just do it directly onto the paper this time. So yeah, what are your favourite Christmas movies? I always watch The Holiday, Muppets Christmas Carol, I love ones like Arthur Christmas and stuff too, kind of animated ones, they're quite fun. So for my calendar, I don't tend to put a whole lot of information in here. Obviously they're very small, but sometimes what I'll do is I'll color code it and use different colored dots inside, so it makes it easier. I don't have to, maybe don't even have to write anything. I can just put a color code at the side or something and figure it that way. I've been journaling for quite a few years now, not fully consistently, like I kind of jump in and out sometimes. But I first got into like planning probably about 7 years ago. I mean, I always have made lists and stuff and had diaries, but I first came across like proper like planning notebooks about 7 or 8 years ago, maybe it was. And I found Erin Condren planners, and I got one. I don't know if you can get them here. I'm sure you can, but back then they weren't available in the UK, so I ended up getting mine shipped from America, which was quite pricey, but I really enjoyed the idea of being able to plan with the stickers and stuff. I got really into watching lots of people on YouTube planning that way. And then I stumbled into bullet journaling, and that kind of spoke to me even more because it was more, I saw people doing it where you could kind of have creative freedom over it and use it whatever way you wanted. So I always found that whenever I used regular planners, I would end up like missing days and skipping bits, and it wouldn't fulfill the needs. And I love that these are blank and you can just kind of use them as and when you need them. And then I can fill in pages in between or at the start or at the end. Just made it that much more customizable, and I really enjoyed that. And I've gotten really into the kind of collaging aspect of it. I actually tried to open a shop back then whenever I first got into the planning stuff, and I just kind of lost confidence and closed it again, which is sad to think about, but here we are. I've eventually managed to open it, so we got there in the end. And I actually made my very first stickers based on Doctor Who. Very big fan. I'm still catching up though because I kind of fell off watching it for a while. But I made a countdown because it was when Peter Capaldi was becoming the Doctor, so I made a countdown for it. I actually think I have them here, I can show you. I made a countdown so that you could sort of fill them in your Erin Condren planner. So you could do the countdowns and boxes for how long it was going to be, and then I had the boxes and flags and the weekend sticker. And it was called So Prince Charming at the time, but a different time. And now it is Lacuna Moon. So I'm glad I eventually got back to it. I've been having a really good time kind of designing and making my own stickers, and it's nice to be able to kind of make my own stuff and have my own shop. Yeah, I would love to know how long you've been journaling for, or what got you into it. I'm sort of grateful that I stumbled across videos all those years ago. I remember watching Cheyenne Barton do the monthly planning videos and bullet journaling. I'm sure it was probably her I found who kind of introduced me to the bullet journaling world. I'm not 100% sure, but I always loved Cheyenne's videos over the journaling, and the other ones too. I have these stickers that I usually use for tracking my social media stuff, but I actually don't have the ones that I need because I want to track my Etsy and my Instagram and my YouTube, and of course I've used those all. I'm not on Twitch. I did stream a couple of times over the years, but I haven't done it consistently. I do post on TikTok, but I tend to not plan my TikToks, and then my Facebook is just automatically posted from Instagram, so I tend not to use those either. Patreon I use as reminders for other people that I'm following. I don't have a Patreon, although I would like to in the future at some point, and maybe do some journaling sort of content on Patreon. But yeah, I'm all out of the ones that I need, so I'm gonna have to think of something different. Let me look back on the previous page to see, where is it? My November goal stats. We'll do stats. What other color of washi tape? Can do this one. Kind of hard to get out. And this actually matches really well to the color I used here. What a coincidence. Maybe I'll use a little bit of that too. Let me see. I will really tend to just wing it whenever I'm doing this. I don't usually have much of a plan. The only thing I really planned this time around was the image that I was going to use. Usually I actually just sit and flick through magazines to figure out what I would like to use in my journal at the time, but thought I would save myself some time so that I could get this filmed, because currently my toddler is out with my husband at soft play, and means then I have the house quiet to be able to film without you hearing a screaming toddler running around the house playing. Might be a little distracting, so I just saved myself some time by figuring out a little bit beforehand what I wanted to make. Now, yeah, okay, we'll do that. Do I want washi underneath or up? We'll do it over top. So yeah, I've been picking back up the journaling more consistently at the minute. I kind of stopped for a while, but back at it, and I love tracking all of my stats and stuff. So now that I'm being more consistent on YouTube and I've got all my plans for the future videos and things, it's really nice to kind of keep an eye on my statistics of like followers and watch time and stuff, just to see how everything grows and changes. I'm gonna cut this in half. It's just really interesting. I have quite a few new people recently. Normally I don't get like tons of followers or anything, which is fine, but recently one of my videos seems to have gotten a lot more views than my average, so that's really cool. So if you are one of the new people, thank you so much for joining me. It's lovely to have you here, and I hope you enjoy more of my content. I have a mixture of things that I make, so I do some studio vlogs, some journaling content, and I am hoping to also start adding reading journal content, because I love doing journaling, and I've started seeing reading journals. I've gotten back into reading a lot more recently, and I thought it would be a fun way to track my progress with my reading goals, and encourage me to continue reading as well, to be honest. Plus, you know, bonus that I get to do some more collage, so that's fun. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to be setting up one of my journals as a reading journal soon, so I've been kind of watching a few videos to see what setups I want to use. So I don't want to overcomplicate it because it's my first time doing one, and I don't want to stress myself out, so I think I'm going to keep it pretty basic. I'll have fun with doing the artwork and stuff inside it, but when it comes to spreads, I'm not gonna do tons to begin with. I think I saw a bingo one and that looked fun, and then I saw a few where you would track what you're reading, and what else? There was one where you could track like reading every day. I don't necessarily want to put myself under pressure to read every day, but I like the idea of having that tracker so that I could track what days I do read, just so at the end of the year I can see how often I read, not necessarily wanting to read every single day, although that would be nice. It would just be kind of cool to have an overview of how much I've read that year. Let's see. Well, I don't have my stickers, so I think what I will do is just write IT, Instagram, YT for YouTube, and just write Etsy here. And then I can put my stats underneath at the end of November, start of December. So I like to write what the stats are at the beginning of the month, rather than waiting to the end to fill them in, because I feel like I would just forget to go back. So it's easier for me just to write what they are at the beginning, and then at the beginning of the next month I can always come back and compare, like November November, let's see, 783 followers on Instagram, 195 subs on YouTube, and 107 watch hours, and my Etsy had 140 sales, which amounted to 60 orders. So it's just kind of cool to keep an eye. So I will separate these a little bit. Subs and watch hours. Under here I will do goals. I think I'll get my stamps back out again for this one. I was actually looking at my goals for last month and I've actually managed to do all of them so far. I know we're not exactly at the end of the month yet, but we're very close, and I'm really proud that I've managed to do so much of it so far. I think the systems that I've put into place have been really helping. I started using Notion to do my YouTube planning and my other like Instagram and stuff, and it's just helped a bunch. I sat down and just kind of brainstormed some of the ideas that I had for the channel, and I was able to list down all of the video ideas I had, and then I was able to kind of map out when I would want them to come out on the channel, and it just has made it so much easier to follow through on filming and getting things uploaded. I tend to only be able to work in the evenings or during the day if my husband is off, so having everything kind of mapped out already has been a massive help, because it means whenever I actually have time to do work, I don't have to sit and think about what I need to do. I can just look at my list and do it. And that's just been a massive time saver and helper for being able to get my videos out. I'm not going to fill my goals in right now, but that is basically the first page done, and I really like how it's turned out. It's not like super festive, it's just kind of wintry, which I like. Yeah. So let's move on to doing the first week setup. I will have decided to do a couple of different layouts for my weeks. I usually do them week to week and kind of figure it out as I go, but this time I've kind of had an idea of what I want to go for before the weeks start. Once again, I've definitely taken inspiration from Hedda. I follow quite a lot of different people on YouTube and Instagram for journaling, so I just find it really nice to kind of keep an eye on what other people are doing. Seeing what other ideas, some people have some really creative ideas. Hedda does a lot of drawing in hers, which is super fun. I definitely don't have the time to do full out drawings, which is why I love stickers and washi tape and markers and things, because I feel like it's easier then to still make your journal look really nice without having to spend a really long time on it. You know, for me, setting up my journal and my planners, it's kind of like meditative. I really enjoy just sitting down, light a candle, have a cup of tea or coffee, and just enjoy the process. And as much as I still do that, I still have to be mindful of how long it takes, just depending on when I'm able to get it done. I'm going to finish off these lines, but I want to stick, I think, the titles down first. So let's get the stickers out. Or do I want to do... So I have these, so I was thinking maybe I could put them like at the top of each, or add these little books. Could be cute up in the corner. What should I do? Decisions. This is what I mean when I don't pre-plan. I end up spending forever trying to make these choices. which is fine. I just don't always have the time to do it. Let's go with these ones. So I also really like having stickers to use for like date days and stuff, because I don't love my own handwriting, and I don't know how to do calligraphy. Like I can kind of do like bubbly writing and stuff, but I've never learned calligraphy as much as that would be really nice to do in your journal. I just never made the time to do it. So having stickers pre-made to be able to put them in so that they look nice is a nice option to have when you don't know how to do those things. My friend Sandra, who also has a business, Nuala Designs, she's amazing at calligraphy, so I'm envious of those skills. I'm gonna have to get some tips from her. I will link her below so you can check her out. She has an Instagram, but she also has YouTube too, so I will link both below so you can check her out. Okay, that's that done. Now I can finish the lines. I don't tend to theme my whole week in my journal, so I know a lot of people will choose a theme for the whole month, and like week to week it'll be the same sort of colors and art and stuff, but I just kind of change my mind from week to week on what I want to do. It's getting a bit wobbly wobbly looking. Oops. Oh well. So yeah, I don't really ever stick to a whole theme in a month. Maybe I should try that sometime. I might like how cohesive it ends up looking. Oh, that one was a bit wobbly. Probably should use a ruler, but oh well. I really messed this up. I'm not majorly fussed on making mistakes in my bullet journal. I used to get quite frustrated at myself and then want to start all over, but I don't want to waste the paper and pages, so I've kind of learned to not be as fussed. I suppose we could kind of do a bit of a similar colour scheme, at least in the first week, to match. So we'll use these washi tapes, and I think I want to do, I'll do this over here, decorate it. I think I'll use this for just notes during the week. Sometimes I like to list out my tasks for the week before assigning them to a day. I'll kind of list out all the things that I want to achieve that week, and then day to day I can kind of assign what I want to do. And then on this side I was thinking I could maybe use it for like meal ideas possibly, or I could just have it decorative, but we'll see. Okay, what other stickers do I want to use? Let me stick with a cozy kind of wintry thing. And a jumper, some socks. I don't know if those colours match very well though. Let's see what else I have. Okay, my camera battery died there, but I am back. So I just spent a little bit of time looking through my sticker sheets to see what I wanted to do. I think I will, let's see. I'll do some nice paper on the sidebar. And I think I'll do some here too. So what I might do is I will pop in some of my checkboxes so that I can track my posting for social media. Going through all of the different things that I want to have for my 2023 setup going forward, because I don't typically use like a future log or anything, so I'm just trying to kind of go through my old journals and have a look at what I've used the most, and see what works best. And then I think what I might do as well is set up some like trackers, so I'll have like the month days. So for example here I'll track like goals and stats, but I might do one at the beginning of my journal to track it. I like to plan things so like I have goals for the whole year but then break them down quarterly to make it easier to kind of see how long it's going to take and kind of focus on different things each month. So I'm going to try and think of a spread that I can set up that will manage all of that kind of information, and it keeps me on track so that I can make sure that I'm getting things done on time. So I think sometimes you can set yourself these big goals and then when you don't really think about how you want to break them down, time can sort of slip away and you end up not as far forward as you would wish to be with them. So I would think about what way I want to set that up in my yearly setup and see how that goes. So let's go with, I think it's some sort of big sticker down here, I think. Do some sort of bird or I like this one. I think it goes well with the colour. Okay, I've been very unlucky with filming today. The storage ran out on my memory card, so I had to go and empty it before I could move on, and I couldn't find my other big memory card, and then I did find it and there's some weird error, so anyway, I'm back. I was going to put a little calendar here, but I might put one of these stickers. I think the balloon one looks nice, or no, we'll go with bloom. I actually have a sticker sheet version of this for my shop, but I made these die cut ones to give away as freebies in my shop whenever I was doing the market weekend, so I just have a couple left over that I'm going to use myself. I think you might pretty cute. I've had these designs for quite a while, but I just never really did anything with it, so I'm glad I finally put them in as a sticker sheet. There we go. And I will do, where is my, here we decorate with a few little dots as well. Yeah, these ones. These are so tiny, sometimes they're hard to put down, but manage. And just double check that I was recording there. I just had a bad feeling, but we're all good. It'd just be my luck to have another thing go wrong with the camera. I was thinking I might do some weekly planning videos as well, so if I set up the rest of my journal I might film the rest of the weeks. I think there's 4 more weeks to do for December, so film that as a video as well, but we'll see. We'll see what I can get done. Maybe put a tracker of some kind. Let's see. I'll do this orange one. This one might have trackers. Here. Can we fit another one? I think we can. What color? How about the orange? Shall we do pink? We'll do pink. Stagger a little bit. Make it a little more interesting. And then maybe do one of my bigger dot stickers. Put one of my birds here. This is Monkey Mintaka April. Very cute bird stickers. Orange one for the colors. See, my camera is flashing at me now, so I need to get a move on if I want to get this finished and not have another incident of having to stop and start. Let me do some marker colouring and then I think we can call it a day. I think I just want to do the header bits on this just to make it look a little bit more colourful. I just got these markers, these were in the stationery haul video I did as well. I really like them so far. A lot of them are sort of similar colour palette, but these are the exact kind of colours I tend to gravitate towards when I'm journaling, so it was like the perfect set for me to find. And they were really affordable too, because I got them in TK Maxx, which is a UK store. Okay. And yeah. I think that's us finished. So that is the final setup for December's first week and the monthly spread. I hope you have enjoyed the video. I had lots of fun setting this one up. It was nice to kind of have a cohesive festive theme. I do like that they kind of match a little bit though, so maybe I'm warming up to the idea of having a whole month be similar in colours and themes. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will chat to you in the next video.